A former Bartlesville police officer says he feels a great sense of relief after a jury found him not guilty of sexual battery and indecent exposure.
But he says his reputation has been ruined, and at least one officer, he says, lied during his trial. News on 6's Ashlyn Brothers joins us with more tonight. Ashlyn?
Well, Lori and Craig, James Graham tells me he used to be the happy, fun guy. But he says these accusations have cost him everything he's worked for. An 8-year law enforcement career, his standing in a community he loves, and has even forced his family to downsize and sell a lot of their stuff. A jury found former Bartlesville police officer James Graham not guilty on Friday of sexual battery and indecent exposure.
People called me their brother that's turned their back on me. Being looked at as an offender, being told that they don't want me around their kids, being portrayed to be on a pedophile level when it wasn't there, it hurts.
Graham was accused in 2020 of touching 2 women officers inappropriately and exposing himself. The city says the police department did an internal investigation and says Graham's admitted to touching at least 1 officer and exposing himself to an officer while he was on duty.
That is patently false. He never once admitted to touching a female officer without consent. If he had, the verdict would have been much different.
Graham resigned and the case was handed over to the OSBI. During the trial, prosecutors dismissed 1 count of sexual battery. Graham says that's because they proved one of the officers lied.
I think they ought to be ashamed of themselves. They've taken something from law enforcement itself. The security that people find in law enforcement that you're supposed to have when a police officer arrives.
The police department says it's investigating and that officer is on paid administrative leave. Graham says he's thankful for his attorneys and family who stuck by his side.
I've been in criminal justice to where I have made a shell and I don't let nobody in. Not now. So. It's tough, really tough.
Ashlyn Brothers, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.